And that's something else that you've just mentioned, which is really, really key. You mentioned about wide format. So we're not just talking about perhaps the digital cut sheet toner-based machine, which is that it can manage the whole digital...
Yeah, absolutely. So Prisma production we use on our inkjets, so sheet-fed inkjet, but also continuous. So generally it's used on those, but that will take the job all the way through the system. And in big companies, unlike the companies I work for, we're probably small to medium. Big companies, they don't have any touch points.
No.
They literally, everything is done through workflows.
Automation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and listen, and I totally get it. You work for Canon. Prisma is the product that you have the most experience with, but there are other solutions out there.
There are solutions out there, and I from personal experience encourage everyone to look at that process, look at what your process is, and how you can save time.
Because time does equal money.
Of course it does. Absolutely.
It's again going back to this sort of the educational piece. When you said that you could send a job out and all of a sudden the customer may call back and say, "Oh, and this doesn't look how I expected it to." The amount of people who don't realise that when they're looking at something on a screen, it's RGB, and then we're translating that into a CMYK image, they just don't get it.
Yeah, of course.
Because you wouldn't get it if you didn't understand the industry, the processes.
Absolutely, and people see colour differently as well. I look at colour differently. Yeah, we both see green, but it might be a slightly different shade of green.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And obviously, through all the software, you could set those tolerances as well, and you can validate as well. So say, actually, I know this fleet of devices that I've got are all running to the FOGRA standard, or the industry standard, full colour.
And you can profile them.
And then you go into a whole different world of colour management, which is
a subject for another day.